November 2016, we will be celebrating our 50th wedding anniversary. We began a journey that we didn't know would really become a journey.
So we met at the end of our junior year in high school.
I asked her out for a date.
And the minute he asked me out, the Spirit said, "This is the one you'll someday marry." So we dated through our junior year and into our senior year, and we had a great time. Then this was during the Vietnam War, not knowing what was going to happen. So he decided to enlist in the Army for 3 years.
And it was at Fort Gordon, Georgia. I would call her periodically and then felt impressed that I could ask her and she would accept if I proposed marriage. So I did so one evening. I called her over the phone. I asked her if she would marry me. And she said,
"Let me think about it."
"Yeah, right."
You forgot the details about standing in line with all these GIs and they're all waiting there while he's proposing to me on the phone.
I got that ring. I had to get on a bus and go downtown Augusta, Georgia to Sears Roebuck and Company and bought what I could afford, a wedding ring, and mailed it to her. So after I sent her the ring and after I had traveled to Germany where I was stationed, we made arrangements so that she could come, where we could be married in a small chapel on base called Panzer Kaserne in Berlin, Germany. We spent 2 wonderful years living there, and Mom worked, I worked, and we saved and bought a new Volkswagen and traveled and just had the greatest time. We went all over, from Austria to Italy to Switzerland, and thoroughly enjoyed our first 2 years of marriage. 50 years ago, we started a journey. That journey continued even to this day. Along the way, we've had our ups and we've had our downs. But all in all, we have received 11 great children who are very dear to our hearts.
I'm Cindy, and I'm number 1.
I'm John, and I'm number 2.
My name is David, and I'm number 3.
I'm Kat, and I am number 4.
My name's Mark, and I'm number 5.
My name is Michael, and I am number 6.
Nate Rogers, I'm number 7.
I'm Jeremy, and I'm number 8.
I'm Jennifer, and I'm number 9.
I'm Brian Rogers. I'm number 10.
Well, my name is Megan, and I am number 11.
So I'm a single mom. I've been a single mom for 17 years. Taylor and I, that's our family, plus our dog Odie. I am a creative, motivated, enthusiast for life, for caregiving, and for raising my son. Taylor is, at this time in his life, he's interested in cars. So as fast as they can go, as loud as they can go, Taylor finds passion in that. I, on the other hand, I'm more into bikes right now. I've been riding my road bike for the last 3 years since I've had my hip replacement. It just encourages me to be stronger, fight harder, go further to places that I've never been.
So I'm married to Tammy. We just celebrated our 14th anniversary, and I have 3 kids. Canyon, Bridger, and Dax. 3 little boys. They're my 3 nigos. Canyon's 7, and he's awesome. He loves biking. He loves anything outdoors. Bridger's all about Batman and superheroes. He's got lots of superpowers right now. And Dax is just fun. He loves to be tickled. Run around outside is his favorite place to be. And they're crazy, and I love them.
Lily and I have been married for 16 years. She's adventurous, she loves to hike, she loves to be outdoors, and together we're raising 3 amazing children. Tristan, he's 11 years old, and he's a really talented artist. He loves to play soccer, and he's currently learning how to master the skateboard. Samantha, she just loves her family. She doesn't let a moment go by without telling me how much she loves me.
I love you.
She's also incredibly strong and determined. Caitlin is 2 years old and she loves to sing and dance. There's something about music that just draws her to it. She is incredibly strong-minded and she knows what she wants.
Some of the things I love to do is, obviously, I love to make art. A lot of you know that I'm an artist. Currently, I like to challenge my niece Bailey at a drawing contest, which she's doing an awesome job at. I love to skydive, and I recommend it to anybody who wants to plummet towards the ground at 150 miles an hour. It's a pretty good rush. I love to ride my bike. I've been on my bike for 6 years now, with no car. So I just like to challenge myself.
Alicia and I have been married for 17 years. We have 6 wonderful children. We have Braden, 17. His gift for music has just been absolutely phenomenal. Darian is 12. His creativity is just amazing. Aaliyah is 10. She's just very imaginative. Sammy is 7. His artwork and his craft work, for his age, it seems they're unsurpassed. Annabelle is 5. It's just so beautiful to see somebody that can have that kind of care. And Evie will be 2 next March. You look at her, she knows what you're talking about. It's really neat.
Well, I have 2 children. Bailey is 17 and Riken is 4. Bailey is very good at art. She's very smart, does very well in school, and I'm very proud of her. Riken, he's just fun to be around with. He's got lots of energy and keeps me going, that's for sure. In my free time, I like to play music, especially with my acoustic guitar, do writing as well, and pretty much going to the gym.
The kind of person I am is just a hard worker. I'm interested in seeing other people succeed. You know, I like to have fun. I like to be outdoors. I like to be physical. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu has helped me a lot. It helps me work through a lot. It's taught me a lot. It makes you a stronger person. It's a big part of who I am. I like to be challenged. I have to have some challenges. But that's kind of it. Just wake up and go for the day.
Camilla and I have been married for 11 years. I kind of fell in love with her because she just loves to have fun. We have a 9-year-old son, Boston, really a science and math guy. He loves reading, he loves learning, and also starting to play the piano. We have a 7-year-old daughter, Hadley. She is very much artistic, very outgoing, very creative, and a natural leader. And we have a 4-year-old son, Cambridge. He's a funny guy too. He's got a great personality, has a facial expression for everything, and he likes to have things put in their place. So those are the kids. All of them are named after cities in Massachusetts. It's a long story, but we also have our 4th one on the way, coming November 3rd.
I am married to Josh Jenks, and we have 2 adorably crazy, beautiful little boys. Hudson is 3.5 and Oliver is 17 months. I love, of course, playing with my kids, and we just got a dog.
I've got 2 kids now. Caden's now 9. He's in 4th grade. He's loving school. He's really good at it. Smart kid. He loves video games. I don't know what kid doesn't, but loves being outside. And then there's Abigail. She's my little mini-me. She's always tagging along, doing everything I'm doing. Kind of loves cleaning, just loves being right by my side. And I love that. And so she's in 1st grade, and she's loving school too, and I'm really glad about that.
I've kind of done a myriad of things with my life since I graduated from college. Until about a year ago, I started to learn about mindset and how to really change my mind on the inside. Because of that, I decided to start a business about a year ago. And I do both life coaching and holistic health practitioning. So I get to help other people to change their life in the way that I have learned to change my life.
I remember I found a $5 bill. Thought that was the most awesome thing I've ever seen. You know, I didn't have any money. So I take this $5 bill, and you know, Nathan and Michael come walking around the corner, and I show them. I said, I found this $5 bill. So, oh yeah, you want us to buy something with that? Yeah, okay, yeah. We'll go to the gas station and get, what do you want? And I tell them a list. I don't remember what I told them, but they were gone for about 30 minutes. I think they walked up to the Texaco and come back, and they've got drinks in their hands, they've got snacks, they've got candy, and they hand me this bazooka gum and said, here you go. And I was like wondering, where's my other $4.85? And they kind of just left it at that, and I was just like, what did I do?
That's funny.
Little punks. I did learn a lesson. Don't trust your brothers with money.
Jeremy comes up to me one day and he's like, Megan, I want to show you this cool trick.
Megan's probably already said, you know, the one time where I tied her to the clothesline pole with her own legs.
And we walk up to the clothesline pole.
But she tells everybody about that experience.
He latches my ankles together. And then he starts to walk away.
Like it was some awful dramatic experience.
And Jeremy just starts laughing.
I thought it was hilarious.
And I start screaming after Jeremy.
I don't know what she's so traumatized about.
You get tortured.
It was funny.
So one of my favorite things I used to do when I was a kid was dress up like a ninja and terrorize the neighborhood. I was hanging out on top of the garage door while it was up. I remember a couple of new kids moved into the neighborhood. He came walking up to the house, and I jumped off the garage door onto the fire truck, our station wagon, with razor blades in my hands. And I jumped down off the wagon, and he was shocked. He said, "Who are you?" And I didn't talk. I just came at him with razor blades. And he picked up a hula hoop and threw it at me, and I deflected it with the razor blades. And finally, he ran into the house and got Dad, and Dad came out and chewed me. I said, "Give me the razor blades. What are you doing? Get in the house."
And I remember one time, Nate and I were getting into these fights in the basement in Colorado, and he kept coming up to me and rushing me. But I put my leg out and put it in the beans, and he would stop, and he'd just drop. Right there. He would drop and cry, then he'd get back up and just come attack me again.
For some reason, I like physical pain.
I ended up having to do it again. I think that happened 5 times.
And I think it was Michael was sitting there, and I say, "Hey, buddy, do you want a raisin?" He said, "Sure." And I said, "Here you go." And he put it in his mouth, and he ate it, and he went, "Ah!" I was digging some earwax out of my ear, and it looked like a raisin. And that gives me at least a half hour worth of laughs.
What I love about Mom, a characteristic that Mom has, is her kind heart.
Mom's heart is just made of gold.
Just caring about others. I think a sense of empathy.
You know, that gave us heart.
And I know without a doubt that each of us kids got that kind heart.
Some of the qualities that I gained from Mom was being a caregiver. And look at, here I am in the hospital setting playing caregiver to a lot of patients.
I just remember sitting down at the kitchen table. She'd always want to hear how things were going in my life. And I'd come home late after hanging out with friends or after school, and she'd just listen to me. And that was always really meaningful for me.
When the Cabbage Patch scene hit and everybody wanted a Cabbage Patch Kid, I was lucky enough to have one. And Mom with her sewing skills, made Cabbage Patch Kid clothes and sold them throughout the neighborhood. So she was an entrepreneur right off the bat.
So we definitely have the same humor, which is just, it's funny.
And from Dad, I am stubborn. I am strong.
Being stubborn and driven can also be seen as a good thing.
I've told people my whole life, the most honest person I know is my dad.
A lot of people say, hardest working person I've known, and it makes me feel good because, I've learned that from my dad.
Growing up, I really underestimated how smart Dad is.
I respect him for having morals.
That's probably one of the biggest things I think I gained from Mom and Dad was the work ethic.
Sacrifice. That is something that I learned from Mom and Dad.
We have such a family of loving, kind souls that would do anything for anybody. And it doesn't matter which one of them are in the lineup, there's not one of us that have an unkind heart. And I think that will show through in our children.
Family is what it's all about.
Growing up in a large family to me was a blessing.
I wouldn't be who I am today without that, and growing up that way with that experience.
It makes you appreciate what you have.
Really focusing on others and not focusing on yourself so much.
You know, there's always somebody there that I can call if I need something.
There was always somebody in your age group that wanted to hang out, and we did a lot of exploring together.
Always having somebody there with you.
We all have different personalities, yet in the same sense we're all so much alike when we get together.
It has also been nice to kind of learn from each other.
I loved my childhood. I loved how imaginative I got to be.
So many times we had to pick up and leave, and Dad just hit the nail on the head. He said, I didn't give you a life, I gave you an experience.
And actually, I think it brings a lot of the humble and big-hearted nature towards others.
I think that's important. Not a lot of people have that.
And I'm truly grateful for all those experiences we had together as a family.
The Lord provided for us to have families. Families are so important. That's one of the rewards of being a parent, is to be able to see how your children grow, and they mean so much to you. You know, as a mother, when that baby's placed in your arms when you're born, you know that you give your life for them. You don't even have to think twice about it. And family's just everything, and I love them all so much.
I love you guys. And congratulations for making it this far.
That's pretty incredible. 50 years.
I'm really proud of you guys. And thank you for creating this beautiful, crazy family.
Thank you for helping me become the person that I am.
I am so proud to call you my parents.
You guys did a really good job raising all of us. We all turned out fairly normal.
Thank you for raising all your children.
Thank you for hanging in there through all of the years that it wasn't easy to raise so many kids, and it wasn't easy to put up with us, and it certainly wasn't easy to put up with me.
Oh my goodness, what a legacy to leave for us.
Still focused on the things that you know are important, and spending your time with the things that you know are going to have internal value. And makes me really proud to be your son.
You have raised us to be the people that we are today.
I'm glad to be part of your family. Thank you for loving me.
Always supporting my art and teaching me what it means to be a good person.
I love you both. I appreciate everything you both have done for all of us growing up. I know it took a lot, so happy 50th.
You have helped not only change 11 children's lives, you have helped change the lives that we get to touch.
I think the one thing that we didn't grow up doing so much per se was saying I love you. And I think we've all gotten into a really good habit these days to say I love you. And I do love you both.
Hopefully we have a lot more years with you guys, and just happy anniversary. I love you guys.
Love you.
Love you. And so just said I love you.
I love you.
And I love you both.
I love you.
So Mom and Dad, happy anniversary, and I love you both.
I'm definitely the funniest in the family.
John thinks he's the funniest.
My name's John. I'm number 2. Not to be confused with going number 2.
Crap!
Mark, Michael, Nathan, Chip, Mike, Nathan, City Jump, Mark, whatever your name is, get over here.
So that's what happens when you have that many kids, man.
So funny. Yeah, I think I get that from my dad.
Did you record that?
My brother can beat up your brother.
You guys did what? What?
Fried bologna and cheese. Yeah, some greasy cheese.
Beef. It's what's for dinner.
I have no idea where Cambridge gets his facial expressions from. Seriously.
Jeremy.
How old do you think I am?
What did I tell you about it? What do you want me to do, Mick?
I think we were deprived a little of candy and sweets when we were younger.
And it looked like a raisin.
Well, I'm taking away Halloween, and I'm taking away Christmas, and I'm...
That is so mean. Why would you do that to them?
I would call Darla my mom. I'm not my mom.
Okay, you too. Take care.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting more bloopers than anything. That's all we're going to have is bloopers.
I think Grandma Dillard was the funniest.
Don't you forget